Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks, everybody. So, first of all, welcome to everybody. DrupalCon North America 2021. Today, I will be delivering a session called Json API 101 Understanding Json API in Drupal. Let me introduce myself. Myself is Parvatisam Konpala. I am from Hyderabad, India. I was working as a solution engineer at Pegasystems. @Paru_523 is my Twitter handler, and /Parvatisam is my Drupal.org profile. The agenda, please let me know if you guys facing any issues to my audio or video or any slides. Please raise in your hand in the chat. If everything is good, then I can move. Okay, cool. Yeah. Can you go to the next slide? Next slide, please. And then next slide, please. Can you rotate the next slide? How I can change slides?
Do you want it on this, on the
Yeah.
API module?
Yeah, I can see the first screen itself. Go to the first screen agenda. I can see the slide changes.
I'm on agenda.
Okay, let me do. I will share with only the Chrome tabs, so then I can share the slides. Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to stop sharing?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Hope you everybody able to see my screens. Yes, now able to see, right? Okay, cool. I will go with this. So the agenda of this session is, so I will cover like what is Json API and what is Json API specifications, and a short intro about like Json API module in Drupal, like what is the configurations we need to do and how it will interact with this to the Postman if you try to verify the endpoints and all that we can walk through. And also we will walk through few differences between the Json API versus core REST API module. What are the major differences between, so that we can discuss here. And after that we will walk through few Json API endpoints for creating and updating and deleting the particular resource and all. Also fetching the couple of resources and all, so that we can try all this entire session. We can walk through this. First of all, what is Json API? Mainly Json API module, what it will do is, so it's mainly compliance of Json API specifications. It will follow. What is Json API specification? Json API is a specification for how a client should request the resource be fetched or modified, and how a server should respond to those requests. And also Json API is mainly designed to minimize both the number of requests as well as data transmission between the server and client. And also this is with respect to, without compromising the data readability and flexibility, and this will work. And also Drupal data structure like entities and bundles and fields, these are all well suited for the Json API. These are the few considerations about Json API. And another thing is Json API mainly requires Json API media type to exchange the data, that is called application/vnd.api plus JSON. And next about JSON API module. So JSON API module is a zero configuration module. That means whenever you start enable the module, it start working instantly. And also it will create APIs for your entities, whatever it is, they're already content types or article or pages or any custom content types. It will automatically instantly work for those APIs to use the proper API endpoints. And also it's an out-of-box production ready. That means whenever you the API endpoints, whatever you are generating that API endpoints, it will work in any environment. That is the one of the feature we have here. We no need to do any additional configuration to that. This is the JSON API configuration phase. So this is a zero-ish configuration. That means nothing to do any configuration by default, except only JSON API read operations it will enable. If you want to perform more like CRUD operations like update, delete, insert, and anything, then you need to enable the second option. And also you need to take care of whenever you do the CRUD operation, you need to take care of the security considerations also. You need to enable what you want to expose the particular resource, that you need to do, and rest you need to disable. So you need to follow few security considerations. Next thing is JSON API's like core REST API module. So in core REST API module, it allows for anything. For example, if you want to do any format, that is a JSON or XML format or any format you can use, and any HTTP method you can follow, that is get or patch or like post anything. And also it's extremely configurability and mainly a little bit complexity it is there in the core REST API module if you want to do any additional configurations and all. Whereas JSON API mainly focusing on exposing the data, so in a coherent manner. For example, we have a lot of articles that you want to fetch, you can able to fetch easily, and this is JSON API mainly concentrated on those areas. And configuration is a little bit pain in the REST API module. Example, if you want to enable the core REST API module, then you need to additionally you need to enable the REST UI module to access all the resources to the admin UI. And also each content type you need to enable these all the methods and acceptance request formats and authentication things. And also it's a little bit pain compared to the JSON API. And also if you want to perform like collection of entities in that particular case in REST API, what you will do is, so we will just create a REST export using views, then we can achieve this scenario. And also additionally, if you want to perform some sorting or a filtering and any pagination kind of thing, and in that particular situation, so we need to do some additional configuration, or we can do the custom resource base, we can extend, we can write some custom module to do this one. That is the one. And another thing is handling a reference data is a little bit fine. Example, I want to get all the information for a node of a particular article type. In REST API, it will get an individual thing, node and user, taxonomy. These all things are individual. Whereas in JSON API, we have we can include additional parameters. Then we can fetch all together in one single request. That is how it will JSON API, it will reduce the number of requests. And so JSON API is the so now the question to the audience, after here listening about few differences, do you think JSON API is the replacement of Drupalite core REST module? Any answers? Yes, no? Yes, correct. Exactly, it's no, because of things with JSON API cannot do. Example, processing some business logic additionally, or any new user registration, or if you want to perform any login or logout, or if you want to request a new password, or if you want to customize a response based on the certain conditional configurations, if you want to make it. So these kind of scenarios we are already there in the core REST API model. We can easily do all those things. So that those things we are not considering in the JSON API module. So now is another question is, So when we need to choose the JSON API, so there are two things here. So we can choose the JSON, you can choose the REST API if you have any non-entity data you want to expose, as like, so the registration or any user interaction is more to access this app or anything. So in all other cases, you can choose the JSON API. So it will all of fetch the data, and also whenever we start the project or any app, so that time we need to understand what exactly we try to achieve. So if you have any non-entity data, more interaction with that, then we can choose. Other cases we can choose. Sometimes if you have a combination of both, for example, in your app, you want to register and log in and log out with the user interaction. Also, you want to fetch the data after user registration, like you want to show something. So then you can choose the both. So that is flexibility we have here. Next is how to work with the JSON API module that we can should check with here. This is the basic resource object structure that we have. Must it's contain ID and type. You can see in the right side the data, it will contains the type, articles or a page or anything, and attributes means it's a fields, like what are the fields that particular content type it contains, and relationships, you want to maintain any relationships, user relationships or any want to add. So this all comes under in this structure. So may contain attributes or relationships or links, or if you have any included things that you can include it. Okay, this is the basic resource object structure. What needs to be contained, what may not contain, may contain, sorry. So next is JSON Api endpoints. The JSON Api endpoints, it's contain very consistent and a logical pattern. If you can see the example, site URL slash JSON API slash entity underscore type slash bundle. So example, if you want to get list of articles, what we will do is JSON API slash node slash article, so that we can give. If you want to fetch an individual article, so in that case we must pass the UID of that particular article. That is how. And this is the sample response to that particular article. Next thing is while fetching a resources, we need to take care of few things. In headers, we must pass accept application slash vnd.api plus json. Content type also we need to pass, like if you want to perform any CRUD operation kind of thing. So the both things we need to pass it here. The method that should be based on STP method, that is based on your request. If you are doing a post method, or if you are doing any you can use the post, like if you are updating anything, you can use the patch. That is depends on you, what are the data we are trying to get it. So these are all the sample endpoint URLs, like JSON API node slash article with the article UID, and JSON API node article. The node slash article, it will give the collection of nodes that particular article resource it will provide. Article slash article UID, it will give the particular article in a single article. That is the difference between both. So next thing is pagination. It will give the first 5. If you want to fetch any articles, first 5 articles, then we have a page limit we can provide. That will give the first 5 articles. If you want to have any offset, if you want to perform, so then you can use page limit equal to 5 and offset equal to 5. That means it will fetch the data after next 5, like 6 to 10 articles it will fetch. And the sorting, so if you want to make any sorting, we can directly use article slash question mark short equal to NID, means it will sort the articles based on ascending order. If you put the minus NID, it will make it as a descending order. And includes, so include, what it will do is, so it will add some additional parameters if you want to fetch. Example, if you want to fetch articles along with the user, so this is the example for that one. So article question mark included UID, so it will give the all the articles along with the users, like who is created this article. That is the process we will get it. So next thing is the filters. The filters also, it will help for for us, like if you want to filter based on this specific title, if you want to filter any created date, or if you want to match like so created date equal less than or equal to some date or something like that, if you want to make it in this case filters, it will helpful for us. So the above is the shortened form and below is the full path. The next thing is how to create a new resources, that is we can use the post method. So here the structure URL structure is JSON API / node / article. The request body we need to send via Postman. I hope if you guys have have an idea with the RESTful APIs, you already might have an idea on that Postman. So this is an interactive tool to test the APIs or debugging all the stuff we can do, interaction between the APIs and the data. So we can put this in the request body, the data and the type equal to node article, attributes like a title and body value, custom value, and the format. So this is the creating of a post. The next thing is updating an existing resource. So we can use the patch method here, the HTTP method. So here we need to pass the specific article UID because of we want to update to the specific article. So in this case, we need to pass the ID. Then it will automatically update that particular article. The next thing is if you want to remove an existing resource, so we can directly use the delete method in the HTTP method, and then you can pass the article UID whenever hit the action. So then it will automatically delete that particular article. So these are all the resources. So try to show some demo in my side. Let me show you demo. I'm facing some issue to access my local. Let me try with that. So are you able to access, are you able to see my Postman in my local?
No, not yet.
Yes. Let me do one more thing. This is the main part. Okay. What is still not it?
No, not yet. Is there
So
something I can?
can you
maybe?
please check from so most of the demo part I have done here, but not able to share my local.
Yeah, do you have images or anything you can describe?
Yeah, yes. Okay, so I will share the images. That will be fine. Let me share with that example fetching. But are you able to see now anything?
No, there must be something with the screen share portion. Can you send me something? Maybe I can share it.
Screen share, it is not happening. Restart browser. The problem is I'm not able to share my entire mission. So I am able to share, but my Postman is not able to share. I'm sharing your entire screen. I'm sharing. That is not happening. So
Is there something I can share for you? Can you send me something I can share? Oh, Katharina shared something.
okay.
Do you see Mario's chat? Detaching the Postman tab from your browser and to share only that screen on the second browser. I'm sorry, only that browser on the second screen.
Second screen. Okay, so what I will do is Firefox. I have downloaded Postman application in my local, but not able to share. That is the I'm getting. So sorry, guys. Can you say the
Can you turn your camera to your computer? That's a great idea.
I already turned on my camera, so that's what I able to see, right? So which one I can see?
I can see you through the camera, but perhaps you can turn the camera to look at your computer screen.
How
Is
can you
it
do that?
detachable?
How can you do that?
Is your
You
camera detachable?
no, I just open my laptop only. It's in laptop, so Mac laptop I'm working. It's a laptop.
Oh, got it. Okay. And now can you put the image on your second screen and then use the laptop camera to look at your second screen?
So okay, I'm using only one laptop. So second screen, how can I share with that? So it's misfire all the things. It's a Mac X, correct. I'm using a Mac control up arrow. Okay, okay.
Great suggestions, everyone. A smartphone, that's a great idea too.
You have a smartphone, you could join meeting, maybe add a screenshot to your slides. Okay, what I will do is, so that is the last option I have. So I will share my screen and I will attach the slides there. This is only the last option I have. So that what are the what I'm trying to say is, so what are the examples which I mentioned in the each slide. So everything I just added this URL and updated this body into the particular body section. So then I can able to see the resource data, the data which is I'm exactly fetching articles and all. So let me give a smart information here. It's already got delayed. Sorry for everybody. So this is the structure of the data. So for example, if I fetch the node articles, it will give the type is a node article, and the links, what are the links it is available, it will provide, and all the attributes. Whenever we fetch the attributes, by default we can able to get the title, status, and created and changed promoter. So these all the information we will try to get this information like whenever you do. So that is what the one of the advantage of getting all the resources here. Next thing is, so that is the one example for that. So next thing is, if you want to check any Farsi field set, so just you can expose like this. So that will give the Farsi field set information. Let's say
Answer some questions.
yeah, so I can answer the questions because of the most of the demo which I created in the Postman, but due to the technical issue I'm not able to share my screen. Actually I have created more than 25 endpoint URLs for the each and every in depth level, but unfortunately, so some technical issue I'm not able to share. But after this session I will be free, and if I have any doubts and one-to-one I can do. But we can go to the QA session. So let me know, guys, like if you have any questions, I can
You've got some in the chat here. It said Justin Hill says, will this be available in Drupal 9?
Yeah, so this is in Drupalite. So that is it's in a core experimental module that we can work on it. So as of now I installed into the Drupalite.
And then
Yes.
Enrique says, how does it handle authentication?
So authentication, the next thing is the authentication. So we can use the simple auth module, so that can provide the authentication between the endpoints. Also we have auth2 module, so that is also it will helpful for to the authentication. And the main one is the username and basic authentication it will provide, that is the basic one. And these are additional modules like simple auth and auth2 module. We have example for the authentication if you want to make it. That is the two questions. If you have any other questions, then I
And
can.
then how about string translation?
In JSON API, it will support for the revisions and translation. So that can be done. Like what are the configuration if you can set the backend. So here what in JSON API, what we are doing, we are exposing the data. We are fetching using the get method to do this one. This additional configuration we can set into the backend. It will support for the translation as well as revisions and.
Be able to share the URL.
Yeah, so I pasted few URLs related to JSON API, the module, all the configurations like whatever initial stage to the little bit complex level. So everything we have in the Drupal.org. Those links we have in the copy deck. So we can find there.
What is the best practice for getting data from elsewhere as JSON API client?
So like, okay, so for getting the data, so backend we first map the content types. What are the content types we want to export, that we can clear a better data structure we need to follow backend. And the next thing is, so what are the data we try to achieve, that all the combinations and relationships or any additional include things, we can add it there. So through adding the additional parameters too, we can fetch that data. So that kind of flexibility we have fetching the data.
You use Postman.
Example.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So tell me.
You use Postmates for testing. Do you have a recommendation for what service/site you use to document APIs when exposing a web layer to third?
So basically for testing, I'm using Postman. Also, if that is for a Chrome extension. If you want to follow Firefox or something, we have Firefox have another extension, REST client. There we can. This is just interaction between our local to check that endpoints are working or not properly before sending this URL to the next level. Yes, solution for the web forms. Next question is, so menus and web forms, there are additional couple of models we have in the JSON API. JSON API is the common model that we can do the, these are all the actions. But if you want to perform anything related to web forms, there is an additional modules. It will be available in the, while fetching the web forms or menu related information or additional things. That additional features is already available. So, uh, yeah. Can we syndicate content between the sites using the JSON API? Yes, like any contents that we can do this one, like if you have a content with the relationship or taxonomy terms or the relationship with the users, this all the combination of data with passing the include additional parameters, we can fetch that data. Can we fetch a user data from the R2 using the JSON API? Yes, like so. As of now, I used the basic authentication with passing the username and password, and I'm getting the that user information. What I can have that. One more question. Some entity not bundle fields are immutable for writing example ID. So he's given notion that. Have any additional questions? So using JSON API, we can get the data like entity or bundles or fields. These are all the information we can get it. So that flexibility we have here. So paragraphs I haven't tested. I don't have a much idea on that, but offline I can get it confirm this one answer with one. So as of now, using this JSON API model, so I rendered custom content types and basic article and page content types I did, and it's have a support for web forms and additional things. Paragraphs I haven't tested. So I need to cross verify that. Yes, views can. Yes, so here it is like JSON API is like a decoupled front end octets it will support. For example, you can expose whatever the data you want. You can make it as an endpoint. The front end should be anything that you want. For example, if you use the React JS or if you want to Angular JS, this endpoint they can access and they can show this data in their manner. So that will be work here. Any additional questions? See, the default format what JSON API is suggesting. The beginning slide which I showed, right? So we ended out JSON API. That is the default format that we can choose it here. So rather than using any XML format or anything, so what is default is providing that we can do. Any additional? Yeah, thank you for your time. So sorry for the demo. So if you guys are interested for the demo individually, so let me know, so I can connect with any other channel, so then I can help you out. So I prepared a lot of demo, so I will be free, I will available here. So if you have a networking section, so if you want to meet individually, then we can meet there. So thanks for your time. So there is a feedback links. If you have any feedback, please let me know. Thank you, Anand, for your time. Thanks, everybody.